Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still pushing higher, pushed a little bit higher since my last video. Not in any way really surprising given that we are probably working our way higher here in this B wave, okay, at least I would say. In the yellow B wave, talked about that in the last video also extensively. And I would call this here yellow wave B, and it's a WXY structure, okay? And in the Y wave we have an ABC structure. So it is a bit of a complex move up, A, B, C, and we could stretch a little bit higher. Don't necessarily have to. I mean, yes, we should do, but it's not necessarily 67K where it needs to get to, because the 67K level, that's the 100% Fibonacci extension of wave W to the upside. So this is what we get when we measure the length of wave Y. Absolute common level, and yeah, actually I'd like to see the price get to that level at least. However, we cannot ignore the microstructure, and within this Y wave to the upside, we're tracking an ABC structure. So A wave, B wave, C wave, and that shows, I think, the 100% extension a little bit lower. Both are relevant, you know, there is not really the one answer. I know everybody wants to know, but there are just levels then that we have to watch, but they are very close together. So in this case, the 100% FIB extension points to 66,300. So we are very, very close, yeah? Also, please note that we could be in the white wave count, which is even more bullish, but it would require a sustained break above 67K, and then 74K is on the horizon. I don't necessarily think this is going to happen in a straight line. So for the white wave count, it's likely this A wave, B wave, C wave. Okay, so to explain that, and I will, yeah, okay, that's fine. To explain that, this ABC structure to the upside would, in the white count, form a larger A wave, which would then lead to a B wave pullback before we go higher. It will depend a little bit on, so to say which one is more likely is difficult at the moment because they both move in the same direction. Around 66 to 67K should be the next decision point. And if we see a pullback there and the pullback looks corrective, yeah, then we can add a support zone for white wave B. But if it's a clear impulse down and it will break down then, and we see a 1-2 setup to the downside, it could be the yellow wave count that can send us into the mid 40K region. I still find a move down into the mid 40K region quite likely. It cannot be confirmed yet because we are moving up, but so the momentum is still up and we need to wait for a break of upside momentum to get bearish. But it would not be surprising given that all the rallies we've seen are simply just corrective. So looking at the smaller time frame then, this is the latest structure. Hasn't really changed from the last update. I've adjusted support a bit because the market moved a bit higher. So the idea is that this is just a 1 hour chart or 30-minute chart structure actually. We have our 5-wave move up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we tracked that as circle A. And then we were watching for a B wave that happened, was quite shallow, but still healthy enough for a B wave. And then moving up now in circle C could be a 5-wave move, wave 1, wave 2. But the wave 1 again is a 3-wave move. And also the third wave then should be a 3-wave move. We might already have seen waves A and B. And the C wave could send us higher to 64,800 next. And you see also here this 66,300 level that I mentioned. And we're not there yet. So even in this move up, I'd like to see all 5 waves in circle C. And I just showed you how this structure could unfold for both the more bullish scenario as well as this B wave scenario. Showed you that on the daily time frame, which means now if, and this is just here relevant on the 30-minute chart, if this C wave to the upside is already unfolding in wave 3, then first of all, yeah, it should take us to 64,800, and we should hold above the intraday, well, is it the intraday low? Well, we should hold above the last low at least, 61,950. Any break below it could mean, okay, maybe we are still in this B wave of 3. Essentially, Fibonacci-wise, this is the relevant support area now, 60,120 to 61,790. At the moment, the direct move to the upside is still unfolding, so I'm exploring the idea that wave C of 3 to the upside is still unfolding. And yeah, next resistance Fibonacci resistance or target around 64,800. That is, for a third wave like this, the first ideal target. And then also there is previous structural resistance, as you can see, in the pretty much the very similar price range, right? So I think we could have a good chance to get there. While I speak, the market is trying to push higher. So yeah, no surprises, just continuation of the uptrend that we've seen start yesterday. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.